Welcome everyone. Today we are focusing on KMO2, KTO3, which deals with the planning principles, theories, and techniques that production supervisors rely on to coordinate work, allocate resources, schedule tasks, balance workloads, and ensure that daily production targets are achieved. Planning is not simply creating a schedule. Planning is the discipline of understanding capacity, forecasting needs, preventing delays, coordinating workflow, managing people, and ensuring that every activity on the production floor aligns to customer requirements and organizational goals. Effective planning is one of the strongest predictors of whether a supervisor succeeds in their role. During this session, we will cover 1. Planning principles and planning theory 2, management by objectives MBO 3, setting measurable goals and performance targets 4, production operations planning 5, capacity planning and resource allocation 6, daily production scheduling 7, monitoring actuals versus planned performance 8, workflow coordination 9, prioritization 10, eliminating conflicts and reducing delays 11. Documentation and reporting requirements. Everything we discussed today prepares you for EISA because planning is a core practical function for production supervisors. Let's begin by looking at the foundation of all planning, the planning principles and theories that guide production. With that foundation set, let's move into planning principles and theory. Planning in a production environment is guided by a number of universal principles that ensure work is organized, predictable, and aligned to targets. Principle of purpose and direction planning always starts with a clear purpose: what must be produced, by when, at what quality level, and under what conditions. Without clarity of purpose, teams will act reactively and inconsistently. As a supervisor, your team relies on you to set clear direction. For principle of alignment, all planning must align to organizational goals, customer requirements, safety standards, and production strategies. If planning does not support these goals, the operation becomes unstable and unfocused. Effective planning requires looking ahead, anticipating material needs, predicting equipment load, identifying risks, and preparing for known disruptions such as maintenance, shift changes, or supplier delays. For principle of flexibility, even the best plan must be adaptable. Production changes quickly, breakdowns occur, materials arrive late, operators are absent, or urgent orders come in. A strong plan contains flexibility for quick adjustments. Planning aims to use resources as efficiently as possible, minimizing waste, reducing downtime, and ensuring operators and machines are utilized correctly. A plan must be measurable, so progress can be tracked. Supervisors must set targets that are clear, specific, and easy to monitor. Without measurement, there is no real control. Now let's look at one of the most influential planning theories used in supervision, management by objectives. Management by objectives, MBO, is a structured approach to planning and performance that ensures everyone in the team understands what is expected and works toward the same goals. Now let's begin by asking ourselves, what is MBO? MBO is a management method where goals are clearly defined, agreed upon, and regularly reviewed. It ensures employees understand their responsibilities and how their performance contributes to overall production success. Now let's discuss setting measurable goals. Goals must be clear, specific, measurable, time-bound, realistic. As a supervisor, you translate production targets into individual and team goals. For example, produce 300 units per shift with 0% rework is a measurable goal that guides operator behavior. Each team member must understand how their tasks connect to the bigger operational goals. This creates teamwork, accountability, and consistency across shifts. Supervisors continuously monitor progress, identify deviations early, and adjust plans as needed. This prevents small issues from becoming major disruptions. Transition. With MBO covered, let's move into the heart of KTO3 production operations planning. Production operations planning ensures that all resources, people, machines, materials, and time are coordinated to meet production requirements. Capacity planning determines whether the production line has enough resources to meet demand. As a supervisor, you must understand 1. Machine capabilities, 2. Cycle times 3, operator skill levels 4, required outputs 5. Shift patterns, capacity gaps must be identified early so corrective actions can be taken. This is the practical coordination of resources to match production needs. It includes 1. Allocating operators to machines, 2. Assigning tasks according to skills 3. Ensuring materials and tools are ready, 4. Balancing workloads between stations. Good allocation reduces bottlenecks and improves flow. Work must be evenly distributed so that no station becomes overloaded. A balanced workflow prevents delays, improves rhythm, and enhances overall productivity. Now that we've covered operations planning, let's explore daily scheduling, the supervisor's everyday tool. Daily scheduling translates the production plan into practical shift-level actions. Every shift needs clear team assignments, machine allocations, task responsibilities, setup, and changeover plans. Supervisors must ensure that the right people are placed in the right roles at the right times. Real-time monitoring is essential. Supervisors track A. Hourly output, B. Downtime, C. Delays, D. Material levels, E. Operator performance. This ensures problems are addressed immediately rather than after the shift ends. Common causes of delays include incomplete setups, poor communication, waiting for materials, slow changeovers, machine stoppages. Strong scheduling reduces these risks and stabilizes the production day. Now let's look at workflow coordination, the skill that holds the production line together. Workflow coordination ensures that tasks across departments, workstations, and teams are synchronized. Tasks must be executed in the correct sequence and at the correct pace. Supervisors coordinate movement of materials, timing of jobs, communication between stations, support functions such as maintenance and quality. Workflow conflicts slow down production. These include two teams needing the same equipment, overlapping tasks, missing materials, poor handovers. Supervisors must foresee conflicts before they occur. Supervisors identify tasks that are critical to meeting daily targets and ensure they receive priority. Now let's move to the final area of this module, documentation and reporting. Documentation provides the evidence, tracking, and accountability required for production control and EISA readiness. Supervisors must ensure all documents are complete, accurate, legible, submitted on time. Accurate documentation supports traceability, investigations, and decision-making. These reports summarize output, downtime, delays, quality issues, material use, staff attendance. Daily reports help management understand performance and take action. Whenever performance does not meet the plan, supervisors must communicate deviations immediately, not at the end of the shift. Early communication prevents bigger problems. Today we explored the entire scope of KMO2, KTO3, including 1. Planning principles and planning theory 2. Management by objectives 3. Setting measurable goals 4. Operations planning 5. capacity planning 6, resource allocation 7, daily scheduling 8, monitoring performance 9, workflow coordination 10, conflict prevention 11, prioritization 12. Documentation and reporting. Planning is the backbone of production supervision. When planning is strong, production is stable. When planning is weak, production becomes reactive, chaotic, and inefficient. Your ability as a supervisor to plan effectively determines not only the output of your team, but also the safety, quality, and efficiency of the entire line. Thank you, learners.